Hey guys, welcome to the first ever edition of the Ryan Dangler Show. Today we're going to be going over my mighty $6,000 dividend stock portfolio. We're going to first go over the goal of this portfolio over time, and then we're going to go over each and every one of my positions and explain why I bought them. Now, before this video starts, I wanted to invite you guys to my Discord server, and the link is in the description. Just click on that. You don't have to pay. There's no stupid course or whatever. We have general chat. We have where you can share your buys. It's just really fun. I recommend you guys check it out. Before the video starts, make sure to smash the like button because it would mean a lot to me. I put a good amount of time, effort, and money into the equipment and stuff, so it would mean a lot to me. And just, if you don't like the video, dislike it so I can see what I'm doing wrong. And make sure to leave a comment, tell me what you think. Let's get into the video. The goal of my dividend stock portfolio was to build up a basket of good quality, high-paying dividend companies that I can envision being in our society for the next 20 years plus. I want to show you guys the Google spreadsheet that I made 2 days ago. So first of all, we got the stock name, the amount of shares I own, the market value, the amount of dividend income that will produce for me over the year, the industry that it's in, and the sector. I want to eventually have my dividends pay for life experiences in my 20s. I don't exactly know if I want to use them to pay for my bills, but for the next 5 to 10 years at least, I'm going to make sure that these dividends are automatically reinvested into the companies, further increasing my dividend payout every year. So currently the biggest position in my portfolio is AT&T, stock ticker T. I'm very bullish in the long run with AT&T because of their acquisitions that they've recently made with HBO Max. They have a steady source of cash right now with their telecommunications business, and I think the stock could, over the long run, be a pretty decent growth stock as well. Right now I'm actually viewing it as more of a really high yield savings account, although the stock has made a really nice run in the last month. I've been buying into this position for about roughly 10 months now. I usually dollar cost average into it. I'll do some lump sum investing, and then once I can scrap together $30, I'll put some in as well. I currently own about 20 and a quarter shares of AT&T. The market value that comes up to be around $610, and I'm getting roughly $42 a year from them for just owning their stock. AT&T is definitely a position I want in my top 5, but I probably don't want at 1 because of the amount of debt they're in. I'm currently trying to work up Apple to be number 1, and then probably Microsoft or J&J at number 2. The next position I have is Apple. I was actually considering buying the stock before the stock actually split. Once it's split, I could finally afford to pick up some more shares. At the time, I only had about $2,000 in my portfolio, so I didn't want it to be 25% of my portfolio, even though that it's a very good company to have. I currently own 4 shares of Apple and about $500 worth of it. I'm only receiving about $3.28 of income, but they've made commitments to improve the dividend over time, so I'm not really worrying about it right now. I can happily say the next biggest position on my list is Microsoft. I own about 2 shares of Microsoft. I just picked some up with the stimulus 2 weeks ago. I have roughly about $500 worth of Microsoft too. They're in the tech business. I'm getting about $4.48 of them every year. The 4th largest stock on the list is one I've proudly owned for a year, which is StarBucks, stock ticker SBUX. I currently own about 4 shares of it and at a market value of $437.52. I actually bought this stock in the 70s at $72 and $77, and I just kept adding when there's good dips to buy. They have a solid dividend, I'm getting about $7.20 from them. They're in the restaurant business, so they were hit hard by the pandemic, but their drive-through business, it's really been booming at my local store at least. It's always really crazy there, and it's just a trend for people to go there. I think millennials, they're kind of addicted to it, so I'm proud to have that one at my fourth spot. Now I know Pierre from PK Investing is really hot and bothered right now with my fifth spot, and that's going to be J&J. I recently bought into J&J. That's why there isn't like another fraction of a share. So I have 2 shares of J&J. I'd like to pick up more, but it's a little pricey right now, but I'm holding it long term, so it shouldn't really matter. About $326 worth. I'm getting about $8.08 from them. They're in the healthcare industry. I love it, especially going to the grocery store with my mom, and it's really addicting going there and seeing a bunch of J&J products. My 6th biggest holding is a restaurant giant in McDonald's. I've really been wanting to add some more McDonald's, but it's been super expensive. I'm really angry because before the stimulus came in, it was about like $206 at a really good value in my opinion for long term, and it just has been skyrocketing since then. I thankfully bought a share at about $193 in last June, and it's been really good to me. It's also nice to get some real estate exposure with McDonald's too, because they own all the buildings and they get rent from the tenants, yada yada yada. You can watch the movie The Founder about Ray Kroc to kind of get an explanation about that. My next position I also recently just added into, which is AbbVie. They pay a really nice dividend of about $5.20, so I'm getting paid about $10.40 just from owning that stock and not touching it. I have about $212 worth of it. I really believe that this stock is undervalued right now because Humira they lose patented to it in 2023. So I think the market already has reacted to that, and that's why it's so undervalued. I think in a couple of years this could be at like 150. I think this is honestly one of my most underrated stocks. Anytime it's under 120, I'd buy it. Next stock I own is Target. Around the holidays, I actually bought this because I thought Target would be positively impacted by the holidays, and yes, they were. They recently dipped back down to about 172, which would have been an amazing buying opportunity. I didn't have any cash on the sidelines. I would have bought if I did. I have about $200 worth. It's been on fire. They're paying me about $2.72 a year. They're in the retail business, but they're like one of the big leaders with Amazon and Walmart. I think they're doing a really nice job of adapting to e-commerce as well. The next stock on my list is everybody's favorite REIT, Realty Income, stock ticker O. I own about 3.015 shares right now at a market value of $195. They're paying me about $8.46 to own it every year. I really want to add more, but it's actually been doing pretty good lately. Once it goes to about $60, I will definitely pick up some more if I have cash on the sidelines. The next stock on my list is Clorox. This has been really volatile in the last month. It's been more chill recently, but I was really debating selling it, but it's really a good long-term hold. Nice dividend of $4.44. I bought it $1.99 when it peaked, when I had no idea what I was doing. But it's a good investment. I mean, long term, it should be fine. So I'll just let it be. All right. So for the 11th most valuable on my list, it's 3M. I really wanted to pick up more. I bought it $177, and I thought that was a little overpriced. It just skyrocketed from there. I think it's at like $194 right now. I bought it at a really nice time for that, and pays me a really nice dividend too of $5.92. This is an amazing industrial stock. I really want this to be part of my top 5 with J&J and all those. Once it goes back to a good value, I will definitely be picking up some more 3M. Next stock I own is a UPS, United Parcel Service. I wanted a shipping stock in my portfolio. This is back like a couple months ago when I didn't know what like a sector was and all that stuff. But, I wanted a shipping stock in my portfolio to kind of diversify. So I thought UPS would be a better option between that and FedEx. It pays a nice dividend, and I bought it around 166, and it's at 171 right now. UPS also pays me about $4.08 per year. The next stock that I have on my list which is the 13th most valuable, is VF Corp. I own around 2.021 shares of it at the market value of $158.98. It pays me about $3.92 per year. They're basically a clothing holding company, so they own brands like they recently acquired Supreme. I had it before they owned Supreme, so I kind of got lucky. They own like Supreme, the North Face, Timberland, a whole bunch of other stuff. Loyal customers. I really like this one. I'm not currently looking to buy more, but if it goes to really nice value, I might have to buy some more. And the next one will make you very happy if you like Hershey Kisses like me. I bought Hershey at about $148. I made a nice steady profit. I really like this one. I bought it in April for the quality brands that they have, and Michelle Buck, great CEO, they're acquiring, they're trying to make it more of a snacking company, not just a chocolate company, which makes me really happy as a shareholder that they're trying to diverse. It's also a really good global play as well, because they're not just in the US. 15th most valuable stock on the list is CocaCola, KO. Again, I want to make this one top 10 eventually. I'm going to pour some more money into it soon. It's always at a good value, pays a good dividend. It pays me roughly $5 a year for just owning it. I own about $150, $160 worth of it. I can recommend the stock, really good. And I just picked up their new sparkling water, which is AHA sparkling water. Definitely recommend it. The next stock I bought this January, which is Nike. Nike pays me about $1.10. They're another clothing company. You guys definitely know who they are. If you don't, you've been living under a rock. Nike, they're, in my opinion, their customers are very loyal. They don't care what they have to pay for Nike shoes. They'll buy it. People choose, they'll pay more just to have it Nike, which is something I really look for. I think they're adapting well into the future, and I'm happy to say I own Nike. The 17th most valuable stock on my list is Waste Management, stock ticker WM. They pay a dividend of $2.30. I only have about 1.021 shares right now. I've owned this for a year, and I can say I really enjoy owning it. I actually wanted to buy more, but it's, again, that and 3M. They've just been like flat, and then they spike as soon as stimulus comes in. They really don't want me to buy it, but I enjoy it, and I'll pick up some more for sure. The 18th most valuable stock on my list is Chevron, which is my only energy stock. I have a really low stake in energy right now in my portfolio, which in my opinion is a good thing and a bad thing. I'd like to make it, I always try to keep it under 5%, but it depends for some people. I personally would rather put my money in like utilities and like clean energy, I guess. But, you know, nothing against like Chevron and gas and all that other stuff. I'm going to be looking to buy some more when it's at a good value, along with Exxon. The next stock I want to show you guys is one of my underrated ones. It is Hasbro. I think Hasbro personally has established itself as the leader in the toy industry. They have a lot of licensing agreements with Disney and other well-established brands. You know, I think anytime that there is a holiday, like anytime there is an Easter or Christmas, I think Hasbro is a great buy. I think it's at a decent value right now. They pay you about $2.72. Their stock price right now is around like $93. They're in the toy industry. Alright, as Pierre would say, this next stock gets me really hot and bothered here, which is Corning. I've recently bought some more Corning. I want to continue to buy more. It's about like $43 right now. It's an amazing stock. It's skyrocketed the day after I made this chart, so it's probably worth a little more than $85. It went up like 3.5%. They pay me $1.92 every year, which isn't a lot, but they've committed to improving their dividend as of recently. They make glass for like Apple and Gorilla Glass for like iPhone cases, so they're kind of reliant on Apple, which is definitely not a bad thing. Next stock I own is the Colgate-Palmolive company. I only have a share because I bought it $77 back in February. They're an at-home company, so they make like soaps and stuff. They own Irish Spring, Palmolive soft soap, and Colgate toothpastes because they have optic white and all that other stuff. Personally, I use their products. I really like them. They pay me $1.80 per year. And I'm going to look to buy more when it's at around $77. The next stock is NextEra Energy. I only own a share of this, and the value for some reason is blanking out, so it's at around $77 right now, off the top of my head last time I checked. They pay me down about $1.54. They're a utilities and clean energy company. And I actually bought some more today, but I didn't update the list for the video. And then my smallest dividend position is Kroger. They pay me about like 72 cents a year. I only own a share of it. I'll look to buy more. Warren Buffett really likes this stock, and I like their financials. I'll definitely be looking to add some more when it's below my price target. Now, Berkshire B was actually the first stock I ever bought back in March of last year before the stock went down. It's at $258. I don't know why it says $158, but I bought at $220, and I've been really happy with this. They don't pay a dividend, at least until Buffett probably dies. But I really enjoy the stock, and you can't go wrong with it. I also own 2 shares of Disney at $380 right now. This is in my top 10, about at that like 4 or 5 mark. I didn't put it in there because they don't pay dividend currently. They suspended it due to the beer virus. I didn't want to get demonetized there. But really good quality company with a lot of economic moats, and I will continue to buy more at a later time, not now, because I do have a lot of money into it, and I want to put my money into dividend-paying companies as of now. Last company on my list is Tattooed Chef, TTCF. I own 2 shares of that. They make plant-based food, if you didn't know. Jeremy from Financial Education is really high on it, so why not pick up a couple shares? I've owned it since January. I've lost about like 10% on it so far. But, this is a long-term hold. Hopefully they can come out and they'll be at $100 in 10 years. Who knows? That's going to be the end of the video. I really want to thank you guys for watching. I will update you guys at the end of every month with new buys I made. So, if this video gets 20 likes, I will buy 1 share of ARKX, and which is Kathy Wood's new space innovation fund. Because why not? It'd be kind of fun. And so, make sure to smash the like button and, be kind to everybody and have a good day.